We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, delay there. It is dinner and politics. So you know that tonight's dinner is smothered pork chops with sliced potatoes and stuffing. We're gonna get started here, and I always pepper everything. Sorry, folks. That's just what I do. Make sure I'm on the air here, and I'm gonna do something here real fast. I had to put a post out there real fast. Let's see here. And I tell everybody that I'm live. Here. Let's see here. Now, let everybody know that I'm live. It is one of those ones to where I just want to make sure everybody knows what's going on as I bite in here. Oh, that's good. That is so good. Lance, you usually outdo yourself. This one's actually pretty good. Now, on through the politics of the week. Now, look, guys. I want to address something first before I even begin. That's the video I posted earlier today about the person setting himself on fire a few blocks from my house. Now, I apologize there, folks. Now look, guys. And yes, I know it's impolite to talk with food in your mouth. I'm trying to do multiple things at once here. I'm trying to eat, look at the monitor, trying to do all types of stuff, you know. But what went on up the street from my house yesterday? This shoulda never, ever happened. And let me explain why. There was definitely a mental health issue, and it should have never gotten to that point at all. Should have never have, never will. And as of me talking right now, I don't know if he's going to survive. I hadn't seen anything yet, so if anybody knows, please let me. It's actually a really good indication to know what's going on. But brings me to another thing. And I talked about this in my daily quickie video. Yes, I know people don't Trump being president. It is what it is. And I know that sounds real shitty, but those are the facts. Nothing you do now can change it. You can't. And yes, I know that the Electoral College meets on the, I believe it's either the 11th or the 19th to actually do their vote. What are you going to do? Go against the will of the people? Do you really want anarchy in the streets? Because the reason I'm bringing it up is that's what it's going to cost. Anarchy in the streets. That's the last thing this country needs. It really, really is. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. So why even go down that road? Now, when I'm thinking to myself, like everything that's going on this week, there's actually a movement for the entire West Coast to break off from the United States and go to Canada. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, now wait a minute. How is that going to work? Number one, a state just can't break off, you know. No, the Civil War went on because a bunch of states broke off, you know. And the only state that I know of that can quote-unquote break off right now is Virginia. Because when they came back into the Union, they had it written in they can leave at any time. And believe me, that's one of the reasons why you have all these government offices on the Virginia side of the border. So that won't happen. Okay, make sure it's got some sound there. I'm sorry. So you got to keep that in mind also, you know. I don't see that going anywhere. Yeah, they might get the signature. But for fucking what, you know? So that's not going to happen. So keep that in mind. And so you know, the reason why I'm eating the way I'm eating today, because I'm a slob, is because during lunch today, I broke a tooth and it hurts like hell. But I can't do anything until in the morning, so I'm kind of stuck there. And I'm not going to one of those emergency dental places to where they're going to charge me $400. Oh, fuck that. And I got dental insurance, but not on an emergency. Not happening, you know. Oh, back where I was talking about the whole state's breaking off. What is that going to prove, you guys on the West Coast? Please let me know. Because I have no idea what the hell that is going to prove. I don't really know. And I'm sorry, I had to look at my chat screen, see if anybody was on here. What in the hell is that going to prove? A whole lot of nothing. You know, I know people are mad. Now, I haven't looked in a while, and I need to look. Hold on. I'm looking up to see what the actual count is right now, as far as votes in general for this year's election, because I haven't looked in a while, and I apologize for that. Let's see here. Let's look at straight up numbers. Now, as far as the popular vote, as of, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. As of me doing this video, Donald Trump, as far as the popular vote, has 61,201,031 votes. Now, with that being said, Hillary Clinton has 62,523,126. So, with that being said, she has roughly 1.3 million votes ahead as of this taping. I don't know when this thing updated. It's not telling me when it updated. And that's CNN. Now, this comes back to a video that I did. And this is one of the ones to where, and here they're showing swing states here, so let me see here. I gotta change the page just to see what it says. So I'm gonna use California. And I think I just hit the wrong button, folks. I apologize for that. Here we go. So, Clinton is way out in front. I'm looking at this, she's 3.5 million votes ahead right now, just in California. So now, just for shits and giggles, I want to see something. Oh, not House results. That's not what I wanted. And folks, I apologize for that. I'm actually trying to get... I should have had all my ducks in a row when I started, and I totally apologize for that. You know, hey, it happens when you're running live. So, as an example, let's see here. President. Full details. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to have my beer while this page loads. And just in case you're wondering, this is Evil Twin Breweries. This is the Retro IPA. I put it right there for reference. Counties. This is what I wanted. So, this comes back to a video I did from a while back. Now, looking at this was updated at, on Friday at 8:16 p.m. Los Angeles County alone, Clinton has 1,893,770 votes. Donald Trump has 620,285. Now, here's something to think about in all this. You're telling me, and I get to the right screen here, right screen, excuse me here, that you're telling me that Los Angeles County alone should decide who the president is just on popular vote? And I said in last week's stream, that should never ever fucking happen. That's the reason why electoral college is there for reasons like that, you know. It just makes you wonder. Now, like I said, I don't see the West Coast breaking off. It's not fucking happening, folks. So give it a rest. Now, moving on. Now, in the last couple of days, this whole thing with Mike Pence came up. He was at the play Hamilton. They said what they said. Now, look. People have a right to voice their opinion. Now, do I think the way they did it was bad? Yes. They should have waited. They should have waited and pulled him off to the side. This was a straight up PR stunt by them in that play. Let me explain. That play is white hot right now. Now, watching Monday Matt's video, he had said they're booked for the next 2 years and sellouts. So that's fine there. It's one of the ones where, like, and I watched the video. When they said pull your cameras out, I knew right there was a PR stunt. And it should never happen. Yes, they had the right to voice their opinion. But you know what? Like I said, she had to pull them all to the side. They were looking for publicity where it shouldn't need any publicity. Hell, in all honesty, I don't think they should announce Mike Pence was even there. That's just me. Then they could have made the announcement after the fact, sure. But that's really about it, you know. That's neither here or there. Now, I do want to bring something up. Speaking of the president and the vice president, there was actually one of the forums I'm on. They were actually talking about it, you know. They were talking about Donald Trump, splitting time between his luxury condo apartment in Manhattan and the White House. Now look, I'm one of those people to say you're supposed to live in the White House unless something's going on in the house itself. As an example, Abraham Lincoln. They were doing when he was the president. They were doing renovations to the White House. So he was going to the hospital there, the Civil War hospital there in the area at the time. So he became a commuter. Now I want to say Harry Truman had the exact same situation where they were completely renovating the White House, so he had to live somewhere else. Situation. Now, in this situation, he's actually picking where he want to live. So I'm wondering out loud, and I know people from the White House or somebody in this party is not, I repeat, not going to be watching this video or watching the replay of this video. I already know that. But look, guys. And yes, I'm being my ugly self here tonight, because normally, in this particular format, I want to explain something now. At the dinner table, especially when it comes to families and politics, and you know this, if you experience it, we're going to be our ugly fucking selves. And when I mean ugly, I mean ugly, you know. I'm wondering for Trump, and I'm wondering this out loud. Is him being the president, or the president-elect, he's not actually sworn in yet. I'm wondering, because he gets sworn in the Eastern, not on stage with the Supreme Court Justice. Let's get it straight right now. I'm wondering out loud, like I said, is this a social demotion for him? Because let's be real. I don't know this massive ego of his can handle this going down in stature. I really, really, really don't. But maybe I'm wrong. Time will tell, you know. So we'll see as far as that. And it's like, I'm looking, speaking of Trump, I'm looking at some of the selections he's been putting out there. And I'm going to ask this question as nobody's asking this fucking question. Is he trying to tank it? Is he outright trying to tank it? Yes, I know that sounds really, really, really shitty. But the question has to be asked, folks. Is he trying to intentionally tank this bad boy to get impeached or to resign? Now, do I think, will he resign? I have no fucking clue, alright? None. Zero. Anybody says that he is or he should be, well, you want to say he should be, I'm going to phrase that. Anybody says he is, let me explain to some of you folks. And I see it from Team Blue all the time. You're putting a basically an unknown out there at this time as fact. And you know that's bullshit. Alright? I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. Nobody does at this stage in time. If I knew the answer to that question, I'd tell you. I just don't fucking know. And if I did, like I said, I'd tell you. I would outright tell you, you know. And it's one of those ones to where, you know, what can you do? So, that remains to be seen. But looking at the selections, excuse me, I'm wondering, like I said, is he openly trying to tank it? When you look at presidential administrations walking in the door, you have a lot of insiders. Like, I'm thinking like when Obama first got to office, the only one I can think of that he picked from the outside was Janet Napolitano. Because at the time, she was governor of Arizona. And I said this on my podcast back then. I said she's the governor unless the president calls. And you know what? He called. So that happened there. It's like, you had a lot of insiders in there. And basically, the ultimate insider from that time period was Alan Greenspan. There was no way he was getting him up. So, I'm just wondering if people is actually getting a damn now because is it Trump in office or is who he picking? Which one is it, folks? Because we need to know the answer to that question. And I wish I fucking did. So, which brings me to another thing. Now, The Hill, and I'm referring to the online website, The Hill. I'm going to call you out tonight, and here's the reason why. I've seen all the shit posting you've done this week. Or the past week and a half, excuse me. It's been straight shit posting, and it's been all over the place. And you fucking know it. And anybody who subscribed to The Hill on Facebook, or is one of those ones to where it happens, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Well, folks, give me a couple minutes. I got a knock on my door, and I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that, folks. God, I can't. Okay, explain my situation is I got these crackheads down the other end, and they know I'm taping. They don't give a shit. You know, they know I'm live streaming right now because somebody told them I was. They don't give a shit. Now back to what I was talking about. I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about now. Oh yeah, the shit posting by the Hill. That's some straight bullshit by them. They know better. They're just doing it for fucking clicks. They know damn well they are. I know for a fact they're better than what they are. I fucking know they are. So why even go through that brain damage? And it's like, speaking of shit posting, very, very few websites are saying that give Trump a chance. Now, there are sites outright saying double down. And I can't remember, I think it was Occupy Democrat. You know, and I know they're a bunch of bullshit, right? But that the unmitigated gall to say, you know what, don't give him anything. Don't work with him. What is that going to prove? A whole lot of nothing. You know, and this is why Team Blue is such trouble right now, because their own nonsense. You know, I can talk about the whole, the SJWs, the snowflakes, what the fuck ever, you know. It's just one of those ones to where they shouldn't fucking do it. I mean, if he falls on his face on his own. I think he's doing a pretty good job on his own, thank you very much. That's how that works. Now, I don't know exactly what's going to happen as far as that. Now, as far as the shit posting, it's like, you're not giving him nothing, you know? I mean, he is the president of the United States, like it or not, and I don't fucking like it. But you gotta live with it. You're telling me give him nothing, shit on him every time you can, you know, do this, do that, scrutinize everything, make shit up online, and I'll get to making shit up online here in a minute, because I'm gonna openly blast Facebook here, but it's, if Team Blue always says they're supposed to be better than Team Red, you're sure as fuck's not acting like it. You're actually acting worse. And I said this on last week's live stream. Excuse me. That you're gonna basically self-destruct. I already know you're going to. Let's call it for what it is. You're self-destruct. I mean, you're not gonna like it, but that's what it is, you know? But I need to do a whole video on that. So, an entire whole video. And it's like, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, before I jump off the subject, I just love it how people post stuff from like Bipartisan Report, Occupy Democrats, Winning Democrats. Let me see here. What is another good? Places like that. My mind is going blank here. I can't think of all the other ones right now. And these articles are so misleading. Just looking at the title, you're calling it fact. It's not fucking facts. Especially when you just look at the title. They look at the title and the link on its own, because it's so misleading. I mean, I don't like I daisy chain all the way back into the source article. It's not the fact you played your own base for fucking suckers. It really isn't. That's not the point of me. My point is, And I'm going to take a lot of heat for fucking saying this. You, the viewer, the reader, and the listener, and I've said this before, you're dumb as a box of rocks for even believing that. Because it was your own confirmation bias. And I said that last week. Now, moving on to Facebook. Now, look. Mark Zuckerberg did this to himself. You got to go all the way back to September, what I'm talking about. This when they were censoring conservative sites on the platform. And before anybody fucking says they're a private company, shut your fucking hole. Because I'm going to explain something right now. They are not a private company. They are a publicly traded company beholden to their shareholders. That's exactly what they are. They're not private in any way, shape, or form. Now, if they didn't have the IPO, then yes, you're correct. But they're a publicly traded company, not private. So stop that bullshit right now. Now, they said they're going after fake websites. Okay, I'm thinking to myself, okay. Let's take the Onion out of this for a moment. Let's just totally eliminate the Onion. Because everybody knows they're satire. We all know that, right? Like, give me a good example. Let me see something here. I'm gonna look at my Facebook page just for shits and giggles. Because I want to see something. Let's just see something pop. Let's just see something pops up. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go. Let's go to Bipartisan Report. Bipartisan Report. Let's see here. Man, I know they're based in Seattle. I did not know that. I just learned something today. They're based in Seattle, Washington. And let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Just okay, it says, okay, this is from 5 hours ago. It says, breaking! Donald Trump busted violating conflict of interest agreement. Impeachment talk grows. Okay. And for the record, as of me doing this live stream, it was shared 1,626 times. Let's see here. What else can come off it? Let's see here. Here's another one. Donald Trump busted the leading tweet mocking black man. We got a screenshot first. Now, I'm going to click on this. Now, I normally don't go on their page, so let's see exactly what it says. Let's see here. Let's see here. Must be safe place. Donald. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm looking at the tweets. It says, very rude and insulting a Hamilton cast member to treat our great future VP Mike Pence to a theater lecture. Couldn't even memorize lines. Okay, how is that? Okay, I gotta call them out on that. How's that mocking a black man? Please tell me. Because that's some serious fucking daisy chaining, you know? Serious daisy chaining. And this is like, and people are treating this as fucking facts. I mean, yes, I know Team Red can be just as bad at times. I know they are. I know they can be. I'm not even gonna argue that standpoint, you know? But like I said, it just boggles my mind of the lack of intelligence or even the very least confirmation bias. It really, really is. I'm sorry, folks. It is. It's like, you can hammer me all you want, but like I said, it is what it is. But back to Facebook. And I said this, and I'm in the camp of a lot of people when it comes in regards to this, and I apologize. I'm gonna light one up because anybody knows in dinner and politics, we have a good meal. You gotta have the quote unquote smoke, you know. And I gotta ask the question. You know, let me rephrase that. I'll believe it when I see it from Facebook. Because you already have a track record that if it's not progressive or progressive minded, you don't care. Bottom line. And even look at the articles I've been reading, even people internally at your own company is questioning your motives right now. Think about that for a moment. People in your own company are questioning your motives. Mr. Zuckerberg, you seem pretty intelligent. I'm pretty sure you are. But let's get fucking real. I don't buy you're doing this for a second, because if you're going after fake news, you're going after everybody. And that includes the Onion. Now, what I just read from Bipartisan Report, I'm all for your platform misleading articles, just like that one. Because I just read what the tweet they're referring to. What the hell is respect? I'm trying to figure that one out. I mean, Bipartisan Report, you know better than that. All you worry about is your own clicks, not anything else. Oh, man. I know I'm going on this long tangent and this rattling right now, but that's okay. But back to the misleading news. A misleading headline, excuse me. Now, you can say The Hill. I said The Hill earlier. I used Bipartisan Report. There's plenty of them out there to use misleading headlines. And I wish Facebook would bring the hammer down on every single one of them. Hell, I remember seeing something from CBS News that used something misleading. It was early in the week, and I kind of wish I remember to keep that and link that article, because I would have posted it. I sure as hell would have posted that. From a platform, CBS News, them of all fucking people, the creators of 60 Minutes, is going to pull clickbait like that? Really? Yours truly would never, repeat, never put a clickbait article out there. I wouldn't. You know? And that's a bunch of bullshit. But that's neither here or there. So, I mean, there's not a lot of people talking tonight. There's not a lot of people here at all. But, I'm just going to go through, just look at some news out of curiosity, just to see what the hell is out there. Just so people know. Because I'm in that rare form right now. Just to see what people are talking about. Let's see here. Just for shits and giggles. Let's see here. Like, give me a good example. One of my political sites I go on Facebook is actually one of the best ones, because a lot of the bullshit's not with it. And I'm talking about the shit posting, the name calling. I'm like, things like that. They do a really, really, really good job of clamping down on that. They really, really do. And it's like, one of the people here posted an article from Occupy Democrats. Now, they get universally panned because they're bad, really, really bad. And it's in the article says here, Biden just told people he doesn't like him right to his face. Okay. Here's what now I'm gonna click on this article. Now I will say this. Biden is blunt. That's what I've always liked about him. You might not agree with him. He's like that crazy uncle. But he's always been blunt. But I'm going to see just to see how legit this is. And of course, let's see here. And number one, it goes right to their webpage. Not to the article itself. So this is automatically discredited in my eyes. Automatically discredited. It's a shit like that. Just out of curiosity, just for you. I want to see what Team Red's got going on right now. Let's see here. Okay, this is from the Post. The New York Post. Now, I know they're more of a tabloid, but play along. It says here, Melania and Barron Trump won't be moving to the White House. Future First Lady Melania Trump and son Barron will not be moving to the White House after Donald Trump inaugurated in January. That's actually news I've known about all day. Excuse me, all day long. Let's see here. Okay, here's a shit post for you. This is actually a tweet from Blair White, and her Twitter handle is Miss Blair White, and that's BLARIEWHITE. It says, it's crazy how SJWs can differentiate between 97 genders, but can't differentiate between legal and illegal immigrants. That's a shit post. Sorry. Team Red do it, like I said, it's a straight shit post. You know, here you go. Daily Beast. Concerns arise over pay-for-play at Trump Hotel. Hell, we can about this entire election being pay-for-play. It's just like bullshit like that. You know? I know I'm sounding like I'm beating a dead horse, but that's what it fucking is. You know? And it's like... I know I'm running long with this video. On this live stream, excuse me. But I just want to get on here and talk politics tonight. Now, I know that I put the link out there earlier. I started at 6, but dinner got done way fucking early. So I got kind of stuck, so I had to start it because I hate reheating food like this. In case you're wondering, looking at an empty plate, that was actually smothered pork chops with sliced potatoes and stuffing. Very, very tasty, if I may say so myself. I outdone myself there. But that's really about it. I'm going to jump off here. Now, I plan on... Now, before I say that, it's Thanksgiving weekend. Now, I don't know yet if I'm actually going to do another one. Excuse me, being the holidays. And I don't want to get a situation where I'm showing you leftovers. Because a lot of people don't have leftovers. Let's be real for what it is. So, we'll see. But, folks, I'm going to jump off here. I want to thank you for watching tonight. For those of you who watched the replay, thank you always for watching. And always be careful. And remember... Fiataroo.